What's up, goobers? Let me turn on my feet trackers, because hopefully they'll work this time. I think I figured out why my tracking was super wonky last time. At the end of the stream, I saw that SteamVR was only showing, like, 2 of my lighthouses instead of, like, all 3 of them. So, yeah, hopefully it should be better this time. But yeah. So, announcements before we get the stream started. Hold on, I need to mute my iPad. So, no stream on Thursday. I'm gonna be using that time instead to prepare for Sunday's stream. And, Sunday's stream, we're gonna start off with some important announcements. So, it's not bad news or anything like that. So, there's, gonna be some stream format changes that I'm excited to roll out because, I learned a lot from the past 3 months of streaming, and I wanted to implement what I learned in that. So I'll be going over that, and it'll also be my Twitch debut, at least my proper Twitch debut, deciding to expand platforms out. And then after that, it'll be Brainstorm Sessions, the first one. And so Brainstorm Session, that's where I have like so many project ideas I want to do. And I'm going to be just kind of going through the specs for them, figure out what R&D looks like for those projects before actually getting started. And then we'll figure out which ones I want to greenlight, and then, yeah, I will have some project streams. So that's kind of the big picture of what the stream format change is going to be. Is going to be around having series of projects instead of these one-off streams for stuff. But yeah. Okay, so, today's stream, we're gonna be doing a double feature, actually, for 3D printing. So, there's the, project last stream, where I was, modifying a cheap cooler to have some, spare military grade latches on it, and, we got pretty close to that, by the end of, I think, 4 hours, but yeah, just had to wait for the 3D prints to finish. So it'll just be test fitting and installing that and a few other things. And then that project should definitely be wrapped up by the end of the stream. And then the second one, just because that first stream, or the first project, isn't that much stuff to do left on it, I'm gonna be modifying my vacuum cleaner, my handheld one, because the exhaust blows the wrong way. And yeah, let me go show you guys the projects. Okay, is this working? Oh, I think I forgot to turn on... Oh, my background music is on, I think, actually. Okay, I'll take it. Or actually, let me just make sure. Okay, awesome. Yeah, my background music was on the whole time. I actually turned that off for the video that I made and dropped last Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So the video that I dropped last Sunday was a teardown of Injection's electronics, custom electronics, and firmware. But yeah, okay. So here's one of the projects that we're going to be doing. So this is my DeWalt vacuum cleaner. What's the model number? Let me turn this ring light on. Yeah, so it's DCV 517, and I generally like this cleaner. It's pretty good for just like bringing around for like really tiny messes and stuff. But it kind of has an issue where the exhaust, it blows out this way. And if I'm trying to like clean my workbench like this, then it just ends up spreading the mess everywhere. So I want to add some vent redirectors so that they instead blow this way instead of this way. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty small project, and 3D print should be pretty small and pretty fast. And that did not constitute an entire stream. So that's why we're smashing it up with this other project, which we started last stream, I believe. Yeah, last Thursday. Let me go get the big boy out. So the project from last Thursday was adding military grade latches to this cooler. This is just the cheap standard classic Igloo cooler that's like 15 bucks or something like that. and it's generally, it does what it needed to do, except one thing. It does not lock shut. And I have this thing in my pickup truck when I'm carrying it around, so I don't want the lid to fly off and then all the food or whatever to, like, spray out. So, yeah, we're gonna be attaching the latch mounts that I designed on Thursday that finished printing out overnight, which you can see in here. But yeah, so order of operations. Just because there's gonna be lots of 3D printing involved in this project again, I'm gonna get started actually on the vacuum. So that, oh shit. Sorry, JJ. My cat was in here and I accidentally stepped on him and now I need to pet him because I feel bad. JJ! JJ, you can't be there! JJ, I'm gonna put you on the futon where it's nice and safe, but you can't be sitting here because I'm gonna be moving back and forth. JJ! Oh, he's fine. I think he was just a little shocked. Oh, you're so cute. No, JJ, you can't be there. That's. Hold on, I need to put him. I'm gonna take him out of the office because I don't want to step on. Cute. Oh, JJ. I bet my mocap is going crazy because I totally just redid the way it tracks my face around. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting out the vacuum. So yeah, gonna start off with, oh, how did he got in? Okay, I'm just gonna put the cooler where he wants to sit so that he can't get there. I thought I locked the cat door, but I guess not. But anyway, so yeah, the first thing is I just want to get a test fit of this going on. You know, I'm just gonna. JJ can stay. I'll just be careful. So I'm gonna go get a test print of this going on, just to make sure it fits. I think probably the most annoying part is that we have like this kind of curve going on. So I'll just have to calibrate for that. It doesn't need to be like super duper duper perfect, but wait, yeah, I need to make sure it's in view and tighten up the GoPro mount. Yeah, so we're gonna need to like match this curve up to a certain degree, and then yeah, just get that, which is pretty easy since we have calipers to measure that. All right, so I'm gonna go get my calipers and my angle measurer. Let's see. I'm gonna make. Okay, so that's not gonna fit in here because stuff is in the way. But what might fit is. Oh, and that slot is convenient. What might fit is doing this and kind of estimating, and then. And I'm just kind of assuming that this curve is the same thing all the way around, like this kind of chamfer, kind of fillet thing going on. But yeah, that's gonna be the weirdest part to model out first. So, you know, actually I can just use the calipers themselves and just get like kind of the delta between them. Yeah, let's do that. So you can see that, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think instead of the angle thing, I'm gonna get this, and let's make sure that we're back in millimeters, because last time I had to switch to inches because the cooler is all made in inches. Or no, the latches are all made in inches. So yeah, I actually don't know what the best practice is to try to measure this. But yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these basic measurements. Okay, I need to zero this out first. And set it back to millimeters. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these measurements and then I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna take a picture of it from the side, and then we're gonna pop that into Fusion 360, and just kind of trace over that curve, I think. That's probably the best way to go about this. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. But we have hot glue and epoxy and some thick double stick tape, so we can just get it close enough. Okay. And then here, that drops down about 7.5 millimeters. And then, how am I gonna do this? Oh, I have the iPad. Okay, let me go grab the iPad off of here, and then take a picture of that profile. You can't see the iPad, but I'm doing a thing right now. Try to get that matched up. Okay. Then let me go post that onto Discord. That's how I send files, like pictures to myself. Okay. Test. Hold on, Discord. Why are you not working? Am I VPN'd in? Proton VPN. I am not sponsored by any VPN provider. I just happen to use Proton. And they're alright. Okay, let's try again. I do have a UX gripe, though, where if I'm asking it to connect to the fastest server in the United States, it'll connect me to Dallas, but I want to connect to things to bypass Texas stuff. So a VPN going through Dallas kind of makes that pointless. I wish that I could specify states. Like, I usually want to connect through like Chicago since it's in the same time zone. Okay, so got that, and then you can't see this right now because I'm not streaming it, but, oh, let me go pop the iPad back onto the stream. Alright, we're back. Okay, so let me go take that photo I just sent to myself and try to pop it into Fusion. Fusion 360. Oh wait, I just do the insert thingy. Okay, I'm gonna go temporarily hide the screen for a bit. Insert. Oh, insert from my computer. Screenshots. Okay, cool. Alright, let me unhide Fusion now. Okay. So we have that, and it's backwards. I don't know why it's backwards. Okay, that makes it unbackwards. And then let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm just gonna line that up to there. And just kind of fudge these numbers around until What is that? Okay. I think like 2, close enough. And then when we scale, can we make it like a uniform scale or not? I'm gonna estimate that that's like probably maybe 3.5 times. Yeah, that was actually pretty close. Let's say maybe 3.45. I don't know what happened there. Okay, what the fuck? That's not how it's supposed to work. Okay, let's try again. 3.4. 3.4. And mirror. And then we should have that lined up. And yeah, I think that's probably close enough. Because we just want to approximate the curve here, where you know what those distances should be. So let's see, how do I add the curve that I want there, though? Change the order there, too. So let's do a 3-point arc. Yeah, that looks like it's probably pretty close. Yeah, let's just round that number out. Okay. Let's see. So I think after that, let's extend this like maybe 5. 5 millimeters. And then I'm so used to the SolidWorks hotkeys that I'm like kind of messing up Watt Fusion. It's gonna take a bit for me to get used to again. Okay. Yeah, let's just do an offset of like maybe 1 millimeter or so. Or maybe let's do 1.5. Or actually, since I have a 0.6 millimeter nozzle, let's do 1.8. No, that was 0.18. 1.8. Just so that it's like exactly 3 lines. Okay, why is this? Is there a way to make that like? Oh, I got it. You can just make that and send it to there. Okay, now it's fully defined. All right. So we're just gonna do a super duper quick test print. Let's make that like 10 millimeters. And the goal is that we just want to make sure that this thing that we just designed lines up with the curve of that thingy. And if it's too tight of a curve, then we need to increase the radius. If it's too loose of the curve, we need to decrease that radius. But yeah, let's get that 3D printed. Although, oh, I forgot to actually define that line. Okay, so not quite that. I actually want this. Okay, let's actually print that out instead. And then while we get this test print started, then we can actually kind of get the rest of the event going. Or get the rest of the event modeled and just make the adjustments as we need to. Okay, so the vent is at least... Oh wow, that's nice. It's about 100 millimeters. And then from here to here, we're at 18 millimeters. So 118 millimeters. Those are separate numbers, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go here. Oop. Don't want to do that. And that was actually the wrong line. Let me just confirm that that's 5. Yeah, that's 5. Yeah, that might be off according to that trace there, but we'll see. Actually, it has to be bigger than that because you have this lip thing going on. It's actually more like 20, 22. Did I get the print started or not? I did not even get it started. Okay, that's okay. Because we'll just tack this on to the first test print. Yeah. So let's also make that like another 10 or so before we get the rest of this going. Okay. Now let's print this. 3D print. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, and so we want this flat on there, and because it's one of those funny little parts, it's like super thin. Let's just set a brim, which is 5, and what filament am I not out of? What color is that? Is that purple? No, that's ABS though. I don't want to print ABS for this. Yeah, let's just actually, let me get... I think I have a roll of white PLA that isn't the best quality that I've been trying to get rid of. So, let me just use that up. If it's the one I think that it is in the stack. Nah, that's TPU. Oh, I have some brown PLA. Let's just use brown PLA. Okay. Loading the brown PLA into the bamboo. Well. Alright. Oh, crap. I did not even switch to the bamboo view. Let me go fix that. Bamboo. Not you. Okay, there we go. Let me just fix that. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay, there. Alright, so what I was doing was, I was slicing the test print. I really need to look into a thing that just automatically switches whatever window is being viewed without showing the rest of the applications. But yeah, okay. So, device... I loaded that into slot 3, and it's brown. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's print that. Okay, so while that is printing, wait, did I set that to 22? Yeah, I did. And that looks about right to me. Let's extend this to 100. Actually, I want to take that exact one and just re-extrude that, but from here, let's just make that another 10. Okay. Let's see. So, I guess after that... Yeah, I guess we just want to have, like, kind of a thing that sticks out a bit over here with the exhaust vent out, and maybe a little curve here. So let's project this face. Did that work? I don't think that worked. I'm gonna hide that thing too, just because it's... Can I hide that? Okay. Let's select that face instead. And let's also project this one. And then let's maybe make that like maybe 2.4. That's gonna be like 4 nozzle widths. This one another 2.4. And then is there a way to like, yeah, let's just see if we can like copy lines? I guess we can if we do like a rectangular pattern. That feels kind of awkward. Okay, let's do a rectangular pattern. So just that. And just 2 of these. And, Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, let me switch back to Fusion. Okay, there. Woohoo! So, I think maybe here, I might be tryharding this, but oh well. I'm thinking that I actually just count the vents here and calculate the, what's it called? Not surface area, just, I guess the area of the hole. And then we just make the, we just make the, cross-section of the airflow stuff, the same amount. So we've got 3.75 millimeters by 9.75 millimeters. Okay. Okay, 3.75 times 9.75. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8. So that's about 300. What's the square root of that? Square root of that is 17. I'm just gonna kind of fudge random number combinations in. What about like 12 times, I don't know, 24? Oh, wow, that's pretty darn close. Okay. So, yeah, 24 is good. Then, yeah, I think this is like just kind of a weird skewed rectangle, so the cross section will probably be that. Oh wait, I forgot to account for for this stuff. Okay, maybe it should be -14. This is a really, really weird sketch right now. Yeah, that probably works, I think. Yeah, let's just go with that. Oh yeah, we can calculate the surface area, or I guess the area of that cross section when you do the next bit. Okay, let's have that go to object, this object, and let's offset that 2.4 the other way. Okay, so if we click on this, we get the area, and right now it's 250 whatever. That's a little smaller than we want. So I guess we'll just increase this by maybe 16. And yeah, that's pretty much on the dot. That's slightly more. And I didn't do any fluid dynamics or anything like that, so I might just be completely off base, but I'd like to think that that's what I'm supposed to do here. Let me get the bamboo picture-in-picture working, actually. Bamboo picture-in-picture. I don't know why it resized itself. Okay, now you can see the print progress. Yeah, 5 minutes left on this one. Yeah. So I guess now we're just gonna round some stuff out. Let's do the internal ones first. Let's make that like 2. And let's make probably this like really generous, like maybe 12. Maybe not. Okay, I have a better idea. So what if we do that? And then we just like do something like that. Oh, not construction. Tangent. Trim. Yeah, let's make it 12. And we don't need that. And we don't need. Oh, that's the dimension. Okay. So let's just have this go up to is there like an up to next thing? Or like join? You know, that's close enough. Okay. Or, you know, I don't think that's actually gonna... I don't think that's gonna work. Just because we want to fill out this... Let's just make that like 12. Or like 10. Yeah. Then we make that like 12.4. let's save also, because I don't really trust this. Vacuum mod. Oop, where is vacuum mod? Event thing. Okay, so that should be like a super duper basic fitting thing. You can definitely go fancier on it if you want to, which I might. But I think that it's important that we just got like a test fit going of this before we go too hard. Let's actually extend whatever that little bit was. Oh, can you use the press pull thing that I was taught last stream? Yeah. And then let's just add a little fillet here. Okay. Yeah, that could work. Alright. So we should have that test print finishing in 1 minute. And does it make sense for me to cancel? It does not, because it's three-dimensional. Also, JJ is... I'm gonna switch back to Office View. JJ is currently here on my futon, taking a cute nap. So he is not in the way and at risk of getting stepped on or rolled on. JJ is my cat, by the way. One of my cats. Yeah. I guess let's also fillet this a bit. But yeah, that could redirect the air where we want it. It's not the final design I want, but it will serve as a test print. Although, if we're just doing a test fit, then I'm gonna actually just really temporarily remove just this entire chunk here, because we don't need that for the test print because we know it's going to fit on everything else. Okay, print's finished. Let's get it off of the print bed. And there's still remnants from that other print on there. Oops, just dropped it. Okay. So, if this fits, we're supposed to have a proper fit there. And yeah, I think that fits. That fits really well. Here's what we were test fitting here. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do that full test print next, and then at the same time, that's probably gonna take, like, depending on what orientation, it'll be, could probably print it like this way around. It's probably gonna take about 15 minutes, so, yeah. I think we can switch over to the cooler, for now. And Bamboo Studio. Not that one. Transition over to this other Bamboo Studio thing. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, that's the picture-in-picture. I don't want to save. Hold on, it's still trying to switch us over. Okay. Discard. There we go. Okay, so if we print it this way, flat, and we definitely need some support material working at 19 minutes without support. Just do auto supports. Snug. 21 minutes, that's not bad. Yeah, let's go do that. Oop. Device. Forget that it needs to, like, kind of refresh which roles are stored in there. Okay. So, we're sending that test print off. Alright, what's next? Let me make sure that the picture-in-picture, it's not showing up. So now it's showing up. It's too big, though. Okay. So... let's move that out of the way, and let's get the cooler stuff out. Okay. So... let me take the stuff out of the cooler first. Doop, 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 doop. Alright. So here's some 3D prints. And here are more 3D prints and one of the latches, and another latch. And, okay, so this is the final print because it has this thing here, which we need to add some reinforcement from last one. This is also the final print here. And this is not the final print because it's missing that. This is one of the earlier prints. And these are final print also because they still have support material on them. And the one on here is one of the earlier prints. So we're gonna go take that off. Yeah, just gonna go pound that pin out. Where's, yeah, screwdriver will work. Just a disposable throwaway screwdriver. Or wait. No, that one will actually work better, I think. Because its head is, like, kind of more flat. And it's longer than the shaft. Alright. Cool. Shaft removed. Let's take this out. Okay, so that's the test print removed. And then... take that support material out. Where's the other one? There it is. And this thing had a brim on it, but it all came off when I was taking it off of the print, so I guess that works. Yeah. So the way that this is gonna fit, let me go get the whole cooler out now and get rid of the stuff from here. Why did I pick two big projects to do? Like two large volume, that is, projects at the same time? Throw that away. Okay. Here's a shaft. Let's pound that shaft out too from the even earlier test print. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Where's the cooler? Why are you sticking to that? Okay. So here's the cooler, and let's zoom back a bit. So, oh crap, I need to get the old ones out. Alright. So, the changes that I made and started printing, I think, this was the original assembly, and it was mostly good, but they're kind of upside down. But there are kind of two issues with it. And so if we can turn this a little sideways, you can see that here, this lip here is not being accounted for, and these two screw mount holes, these two, they're kind of on the line here, and I don't like that. So I had to move these two holes down to about here and add a little extension here for the lip. And also for here, the latch was kind of too, this was kind of flexing a bit too much. So we added this diagonal bit here so that it wouldn't bend. And now, just gonna, those are wrong bits. So this is the new one where that lip is accounted for. It's not exactly the right depth, but it's close enough. I don't think it's worth reprinting since it's just aesthetics. And then we have this bit here, and it is, yeah, that's how it's gonna be stuck on. And so before we do that though, we need to cut these shafts to length because they're a little too long. Yeah. So yeah, that's too long. So I don't want to do this. I think the easiest way is I'll just pound them back into the things I just took out. Since this is the same, yeah, that's the same width. So let's just pound that in place. Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna butt this up to, no, that's gonna be a bit of material loss. I'll just kind of eyeball it. It's not like super duper critical. Yeah, that's about the width of the blade. No, that's not even long enough to hold. Okay. Different plan. Oh, you know, we could just mark that with like a Sharpie. Where's a Sharpie? Yeah, that's a lot easier. Why didn't I think of that first? Mark this with a Sharpie. Hold on, that's not going in all the way. I have like a pencil that's dark enough to show up on this. Let's try pencil instead. Okay, it's pretty faint. Oh, you know what could work? Nail polish, maybe? Let's try nail polish. Let's get it right up to there. Yeah, that'll work. I'm just trying to mark the exact length that we want to get rid of. Yeah. I think I'll just let that dry for a bit. It's pretty fast dry. So what next? We're like, how many minutes left are we on the print? We're at 12 minutes left. I guess I can just show how the latch mechanism works for those that weren't tuned in last time. Yeah. Okay, let me go pound that in. I mean, this thing's beat up anyway. I don't care. That's not the proper mallet. Hold on, is this lined up? Are you lined up? Okay, I think now you're lined up. Yeah. And then... Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the first part, and so the way that this latch works, it's not like normal latches where like this thing has to be, this thing can just kind of be lifted up loosely. You have to actually pull this in. And so these are actually latches from a company called Nanook they make like Pelican style cases. And so when you pull this, the silver piece goes down, and then you can swing it over, and then that lets you actually undo the latch. And we have a little diagonal thing here to make it just easy to press in without having to do that thing. And then we have the second half, which goes up to the top, and that's just the piece here that catches up here. And yeah. So that is how it's supposed to work. Oh, I guess while this one's pounded in, we can also nail polish that other side too. And I think we should probably just be diligent on... Well, no, I don't want to mark that. Plus, we're kind of close to that test print finishing. All right. So, yeah. Is there anything else I can do on these bits to clean them up? Yeah, I think I set my temperature too high because this is not the nicest looking, but it'll still work. It still fits. I mean, it is ABS, so I could file it down. Yeah, let's just file it down. ABS is one of the easier plastics to sand down. It's pretty nice and soft. PLA is a pain in the ass. PLA Plus / PLA Pro is a little easier, and PTG is also a little easier, but ABS is just really nice to smoothen out. Yay, microplastics. Yeah, that's really smooth now. Guess let's... Oh, we don't even have to do it here, because I think that's just a little bit of space. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, I think this is probably... Yeah, it's dry enough. So, let's pound that out. And then let's get the other pin in there. I should not count on pounding these in and out so much, because the more pounded it gets, the looser the fit is going to be, since it's supposed to be a really snug force fit. Is that even... That's not even going. There we go. Gonna have to do this a little off. There. Oh. I just completely forgot I was supposed to, No, we can do it on the other one. I don't want to keep ruining it. Okay, so this is the not final one, so we can keep pounding that one without issue, at least. Alright, cool. And then we can nail polish that side up to mark what we want to cut off. Yeah, that's a lot. And then, well, this one dries, and how much time do we have on the print? We have 6 minutes left. I'm gonna take this and just insert it insert it to fit right up against the cut thingy. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna hacksaw it off. I don't even think we need, like, any tap magic on this. It's just mild steel, and we're already, like, halfway through in, like, what, 5 seconds or so? Alright. And then let's just hit that with a bit of a file. And then I guess let's spin that also. Okay. Yeah, that's still sharp. Okay. It's the best way to, like, prop this in. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's not sharp. We did it with, like, a really shitty angle last time, so let's also kind of fix it there. Okay, yeah, that works. Sweet. Alright, time left on that print. We got 4 minutes left. This is probably dry enough by now to work with, I guess. Do I trust it? I don't know if I trust it. Just make sure that, yeah, so that's the exact width that should be. I don't really trust that being dry enough. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, I'm just thinking, because if I, like, pull it out while it's, like, too wet, then, like, it'll smear and kind of throw off. And let me go take off those metal filings. Alright. Because I also don't want to, like, hacksaw off directly from this, because, I just feel like that this thing's not going to hold it as well as the, Vice will. But, you know, I think by the time we've actually talked about this, this thing's probably ready to go. So let's just take it out. If it smears, then that's too bad. We can just try again and let it dry throughout the test front. Okay, so where's the thingy I was using to pound out that pin? I don't want to use this one. This is nice. There it is. And okay, it only barely smears on, like, one side, so we are good on that. Okay. Cool. Then let's insert this into here until it's loose, and then just kind of barely tap it into place. Okay. That should be good. And then let's hacksaw that. Oop. Okay, cool. We will not need that anymore. Put it away, and then let's just smoothen that out a bit. Yeah, that's kind of a gnarly edge right there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty smooth. Then, yeah, let's just take that out. Oh, looks like that the print is finished right on time. Alright. Oh, forgot. Need to round out that edge also with the drill. Okay. Can I do this? Maybe something like this, right? Yeah. Maybe not exactly like this, but close enough. Okay, yeah, that works. Just to make sure that the other side is decent. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright. Let's vacuum out that dust real quick. You may have been able to see what I meant by it blowing dust around instead of like actually getting all of it because of the side vents. But yeah, let's just make sure that that's the right length. Yeah, that's the right length. And then the second one is also good. Cool. Alright, so let's get out the test print for the vacuum. Let's get out the vacuum first. And the spatula. And then just take off the support material. Okay. Yeah, just this little line here. Okay, that came off pretty easily. So hopefully this fits on here without an issue, and look at that. That is a nice clean fit. That is great. I don't care about the wiggle room so much because, yeah. And we can also extend this out a little bit, although we can't really extend this out because the curve begins there. Well, actually no, I think this is actually extended the most it can be because, it also starts curving there. If I adjust the angle, you can see what I mean by the curve starting there and the curve starting there. But yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Just something that fits right on here and doesn't have this get in the way of it, just lets it through. And then you just have a covering here and it just blows out that way. Alright, so let's go back to our thing. We don't actually need to make any adjustments. That's great. Other than get rid of the test print cut. So pretty much if we want to make changes, it's just to make it look nicer. Which, print orientation's gonna be kind of weird. Well, I know, because if we use like tree supports, then we can have the trees. Oh wait, didn't switch yet. Let me switch. Okay, cool. There we are. Yeah, so this is... I just took off the test print cuts. Those. So, yeah, just gonna delete those. And we don't need to make any changes, really, unless we want it to be, like, pretty or something. Just trying to think of what we're gonna do in terms of, like, supports and stuff. So I think printing orientation is probably gonna be this way. I'm just gonna extend this to drop down so that, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit more plastic, and that's not gonna be a bad thing. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Press pull. So we want that, and we want it to go there? I don't think that actually worked the way I thought it would. 0.6. Okay. So that matches there. Honestly, that kind of felt dirty. Because what did we not do? Actually, what we could do instead is just, let's go all the way back here. What if we just had it go straight down there? How much does this break everything? It does not really break everything. Yet. Okay. Oh. That totally actually did break stuff. So I guess we want to unselect the middle of that then. And that is more, I guess, cross-section area. Okay, so we don't have any supports here to worry about then. And then... Wow, so only one thing failed, which was some random fillet somewhere. I don't even know where that was supposed to be. I'm not worried about that. Okay. So, let's see. Maybe we can also have stuff vent out the top also. I guess that'd look kind of cool. The main thing is we don't want to vent down and we don't want to vent to the sides, because that just blows shit around that should be blowing shit around. I think I made a straight up copy of the dimensions from the other thing. Calipers, where'd you go? There. So yeah, that's 3.75. And that is, actually that's, just round up to like 10 and 4. And we have 8 of them. For 10. Let's add little fillets there. Yeah, 1 millimeter is fine. I don't really care if it's kind of offset-ish. Okay, so if this is 10, then how much is this? Let's make that like 20. And then we can do rectangle pattern of that stuff up this way. And how far do you want that to go? Want that to go 77 by 8. Wait, let's make that like 1. Okay, 8. Okay, I think that matches. And honestly, you could also like make that like maybe 8 there, and then we could probably like set the amount to like 9. I know, let's just bullshit that number in. It's gonna be like maybe 90. How about 86? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. And then have that do that, but like, can I change? Okay, I don't really care too much about that. Let's just have it go to here. Yeah. And then we can just fillet these. By like, I don't know, I mean like 1. Oh wait, was that the— no, it wasn't the missing one. Okay. I guess that'll work actually. Just add some fillets here. Let's make it look a bit nicer. Like 2. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think those are side vents then. That should work. We'll have it blow upwards and backwards, and I'm gonna guess most of it's probably gonna get backwards, but a bit upwards. Oh wait, I was working on it from not the center of the screen. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's 3D print this. Yeah. Let's switch to bamboo this time right away, so I don't forget. And let's just make this like a super fast test print before I pick the specific material I want to do. How long is the print time going to be on this? Oh wow, we're looking at 40 minutes for that. If we do that, we cut it down to like whatever that is. And this is just gonna be a test print, so okay, that cuts down by 5 minutes, but then we need to add support back in. Just add tree auto. And that adds back in 12 minutes. What is tree slim? Okay, that cuts off like a few minutes. I mean, we don't need a test fit really though. Because we already know that's going to fit, since we didn't change anything that affects the dimensions of that, so... How about we just do a nice print, then? Okay, so strength... We can accept infill down here, I guess. I mean, we're, like, not really using that much infill anyway. It's almost all walls. Let's set that to... gyroid. Yeah, and the way I'm gonna attach it is just using some double stick tape. Support material. Tree auto. What is organic tree, though? Not played with that before. Tree slim. Okay, so it's gonna be 50 minutes. And I guess I'll go pick the filament that I want for this. Because I don't want it to be the brown one. Alright. So, as much as I love purple, for some reason I really hate the purple and yellow color combination, so I don't want to do that. What are you? You are PLA. Black PLA. Let's use you then. Because the DeWalt stuff is like already black and yellow, so that'll work. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, loading black PLA in. Okay. Device. This thing is confused. It is Creality, but I don't know if they're gonna show up. Just generic PLA. Black. Confirm. Oh, and this one's actually loaded with purple, not black right now. Slice. Okay. So that's gonna take an hour. Yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Okay. Let's switch this back to the cooler configuration. Let's clean up the workbench a little. Doop, doop, doop. Spatula there. Latch, latch. Final print, final print. This is the test print. Final print, test print. Shaft, shaft. Latch, latch, test print. Pencil. Oh, I don't know. Pencil might be useful here, actually. Pin thingy. Yeah, we're probably gonna use that actually for plastites. Nail polish. It's that way. Sharpie. Let's trash the supports. Steal it from the robot. Okay. So I think the easiest way to do this is just assemble the latches down here. And then we're just gonna put the bottom ones on there, and then we'll just line the top ones up with how the bottom ones align, I think. So assembly is gonna be simple. We just pound the these pins in. It's a force fit So they will stay without having to like do anything special, like put in set screws or grub screws or something. There we go. We could push that one in a little bit more. Just a bit more. Cool. Yeah, that works. And then just demonstrating that this works. We have the bottom of the latch locking onto that. And let's do it for the second one. Okay. That's flush. That's good. Okay, cool. So you have both of these assembled here, and this is just gonna this is just gonna be how it attaches, or I guess how the top part interfaces with it. Yeah. Then let me go get some screws out. My whole dish of screws is a mess. That's Feature Me's problem. Okay. Empty dish. Let's get some number 6 plastites out. First, I think I actually want to fix it down with hot glue, just so that... And we'll just peel the hot glue off later. Where's my hot glue gun? Oh, it's already plugged in. Or not plugged in, it's already seated up here. Oh, it's already plugged in too. Okay, sure. Let's just heat it up then. Okay, so... this thing. That's backwards. Yeah, that's the proper orientation. You can do it sideways. I want to line this up here. You could actually have it just an inch off of there. I think I like that. So, I'm gonna get that. Let me get a ruler. Now let me turn this so I have like kind of an even perspective. Okay, inch. And, oh wait, you can't see that. Okay, so inch. And then, wait, where did I do it from? Like the imaginary radius? I guess convergent point or whatever. Okay, cool. Let's mark it on the other side too. My phone keeps getting caught on the camera arm. Okay. So, is this thing warm yet? It's barely warm. So, this is gonna attach here. And I'm so glad that I have this camera mount because I can actually put large projects on here and it's all gonna be visible. This is gonna attach here. Is there like a slight curvature? I think there's actually a slight curvature to this I didn't account for. But it shouldn't matter too much on the scale. Yeah. Just waiting for the hot glue to heat up. I guess I can grab some like screws at the same time. But I actually don't know how deep to drill in. So I also don't want to do it in an area that is not gonna be plugged up. So I'll do my test hole where the actual, or one of the actual holes is gonna be. Okay. So this is smaller than one of the plastites, so I just want to see how thick this plastic is for how long of a plastic we need, how long of a plastite screw we need, just so that we don't get a longer or shorter screw than we need. So that was pretty short as I expected. Which really means that the screws are just gonna hold it in correctly, like along the plane, but not perpendicular to the plane. So you might actually want a secondary means of securing it on. So with that, I'm gonna bust out the double stick tape. Yeah. Alright. Tape box, where are you? Tape, 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 tape. Oh my gosh, it's all the way in that corner. Oh, my double stick tape is not in that box. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Some scissors. And let's see, let's get some, let's wipe that down with isopropyl alcohol so that, it's nice and, clean and the tape will stick to it nicely. Okay. Spritz, spritz. Okay, that is nice and clean. I don't know why it's making this tear apart, but okay. Here's the other side of it. I just had them. How did I lose them already? It's not you. Oh, it's here. Okay. Let's wipe that down and wipe this down. So yeah, we're gonna need to like put some adhesive on that just because that is not enough plastic for it to dig into. Yeah. So I don't think I want to put it over where their holes are just because it's gonna make things kind of annoying to try to drill through. So yeah. Put that there. And then here. Cut that out. And I think we actually want the same lengths anyway for the other half. Cut that out. And then cut that out. Okay. And then let's also trim this bit here. Okay. So just gonna apply that here. Apply this one here. Actually want to cut this in half. Yeah. Let's apply this half here. And this this half up here. And then do the same thing for this one. Okay. Cool. Which one is the straight side? It's that side. Okay. Cool. We have that 3M double stick tape on there. I'm just gonna flatten it out, and then we're just gonna like have this clamped on anyway with like some clamps just to keep it on really well, and then we're gonna screw it down with the plastites. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we don't need the hot glue now since we have that tape then. Alright. Let's get the cooler back up and out. And I'm also going to set the camera manually because I'm stepping so far back I'm into the normal computer zone. Wait, what if I set it to like manual and then set it to workbench mode? Oh, it's already on there. Okay, cool. So we're on the right one. Alright. Got the drill out. And got this out. And that should be a good angle, right? Yeah, that should work. Actually, maybe a little higher. Push this a little forward. Okay, cool. So, gonna install this first. Line that up to the point that we made there and make that flush. And then use some clamps just to keep it down. It's a bit of an awkward fit, but it'll work. And then, did I take off both red backings? I hope I did. If not, that's kind of awkward. Actually, I can test that out with, I did not. God damn it. Okay, both of those are taken off now. Oh, shit. I forgot to wipe that down too. Can I wipe it down? Okay. We are wiped down. And I'm actually gonna change this tape out because I have a feeling that we've stuck it too many times and unstuck it too many times. So just taking that off. Okay, took that tape off. And now let's cut a new length of tape. Alright. That'll work. I'm gonna cut that in half. And then this half goes here. And then this half goes here. No, not that half. Not that side. This side, yeah. Okay. And then we can stick it back on. Okay, cool. So both of those are taken off and both sides are clean. Let's actually stick it on now. Okay, that's pretty flush. And then let's clip this on, and I have to use the bathroom. So actually, I probably feel better if I have like 2 of these going at the same time. That. Okay, so while that's clamping, let me go to the bathroom real quick. am back. Let me just get my trackers to work again. Turn on. Okay, arms are good. I guess head's good. Waist is good. Okay, arm. And then, feet turned off. Let me turn those back on. Okay. Got feet trackers. Feet! Back online. Close enough. Tracking's a bit buggy because my room's a mess. And so one of the cameras is getting obscured. You know, actually I'm just gonna turn this feet tracker off. Okay, cool. Woon, I'm just kidding around. I should really re-enable the, like, oh my gosh, this is like really messed up, but whatever. Okay, let's get back to the build. Okay, so let's switch to whatever the workbench view is. Not you, your Fusion 360. Screw it. Transition. There we go. Okay, cool. So this should be pretty decently clamped down. And then we'll do the exact same for the other side here. Yeah, that 3M double stick tape really likes to be on for like, or really likes to be squeezed down for like a minute or so. Hold on, let me close the lid, because there's like 2 markings here, and I'm not sure which one I want to follow. Okay, so that's an inch from there, so I want to follow this outer one. Okay. Let's line that up. Yeah, that seems pretty lined up. Let's also clamp that down for about a minute or so. Okay, cool. So that's clamping down. And let's throw that crap away. Okay. So now I want to actually drill this in. So let me figure out. So if those plastics are like, or if the thickness of the plastic is like super thin, we don't really need super long plastics. Like, you really get away with just this length, although it might back out, but at the same time I'm also like out of some of the longer lengths. So, how long are you? Let's have like 1 inch for those ones. And I'm just laying out which screws I want. Sure that we could find some screws in the length that I want for the other stuff. 2 there. It's probably gonna be like my spare screws pile here from robot stuff that I never unsorted. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. So that's gonna work for the bottom half. Then we find some for the top half. Just wonder how many of these screws might be bent from fighting and stuff. And I can smell that hot glue going, even though we don't need it now. Okay, so... I mean, honestly, I'm gonna, like, order a shit ton of screws anyway, so... it doesn't really matter. I'll just use the longer than needed ones. And that means that they'll have a better not backing out risk. 2, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, cool. So I have all the screws that I want. I'm just gonna put them in that one screw dish thing that I just set up and this camera out so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So those are the back screws. These are going to be the forward-ish screws. And it has been well over a minute, so I'll take these out. And JJ is still somehow peacefully napping on my couch. Okay, let's close this up. Alright, well, I guess just before we do that, let's just do a sanity check, just to make sure that there's a valid position that these will be able to lock in. Which... that is a valid position. Because, well, I might be a little too close. Yeah. So that'll let it go free. And then... I guess we don't want this to be like all the way back, just because this thing needs to pull in a little bit. So it just happens to be that it's where there's like this It's kind of hard to see. There's like a bit of a chamfer here. We can actually line up to that exactly and it'll be fine. So, I guess just as a sanity check, I'm just gonna peel this off. And just line it up as I said I wanted to. Not tall. Make it like super loose. And okay, so that's like barely stuck on right now. That is free, but if I do this, it is secured on and it's not going to bend out. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go stick the other one on too, and then we'll clamp both of them together. This could go a little bit back. But yeah, this is not gonna slip off. And if it somehow does, we have the second one as redundancy. But yeah, let's peel that one off, and we already wiped that down. And then let's line that up to the chamfer thing that I was talking about. Everything's getting bumped into. Okay. So let's just confirm that snaps in. When this is here, that cannot come out. We are good to go there. Cool. So let's loosen both of these. And then we can drop this down. And then wherever the hell I put those clamps. Where did I put those clamps? I put them back here. I'm just gonna clamp them down here. This is kind of an awkward fit. It'll still work. So clamp that. And clamped this. Okay. So while that's doing its thing for like a minute, it's actually 2 in the waist, so I'm just gonna wait a bit and change out that drill bit. Which is something that can accommodate this, which I want to say is 3 millimeters, but let me just verify. I just scratched my nice brand new monitor. I did not. Thank you. Okay, anyway. It's 3.5, and then when you get to like the skinniest part, it's like, so yeah, I think maybe 2.5-ish, and wiggle it a little. That's probably gonna be appropriate. Let's just do that. Okay, cool. So we have that mounted, and just want to wait like a few more seconds. Alexa, set timer for 30 seconds. And how much time do we have left on the print? We have 24 minutes left on the print. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing at the end of that is I'm going to be drilling these holes out here. And then I'm going to be putting in the plastites. Plastites are, I think I explain it every time. I'm going to do it again because not enough of people use it. Alexa, stop. Plastites are a special type of screw that is meant to bite into plastic. It's better than wood screws, probably. I actually want to do a test video on it. And it's way better than using something like a machine screw to bite into plastic. Now, I love machine screws, but it's just not the right application to bite into raw plastic. You need like heat set or threaded inserts or like a capped nut. This stuff you can go straight in, and it's good for something like 10 to 50 installations in and out. So if it's something that you're not going to be taking apart frequently, like a battery cover or something, then it is completely good to use for that purpose. And we actually use it in robot combat because the parts that they go into tend to not last so long just due to damage or getting obsolete. And yeah, just less hardware to worry about. Heat set inserts they'll pull out. These don't. Yeah, so more people need to use them. But anyway, let's go drill some holes in. I'm gonna make this the right setup now just because this is really tall and I am not tall. Let's scoot you back. And let's set this angle here. Okay. And if we have this locked down, then that'll probably be, I guess, the nominal position that we want it in. Okay, so just gonna drill these holes in. Actually, let's extend this a bit because this thing's in the way. Okay. So it's important to note that like this is like super duper thin, so we just need to barely poke into it, and we don't want to go all the way through or else we might poke through the other side. And honestly, it might be better to like hand screw this in. Yeah, let's actually do that. Just because the plastic is so thin that if we even use like the lowest torque setting on the drill, then we might just unthread, or we might just strip the thread. Yeah, that's the word for it. Okay, where's my 15? Torque's 15. There. I'm gonna set this to just 1. Is that even going in? It is. Maybe we want to set that to like 5. I spent way too much money on this thing. You don't need it. Unless it's sponsored eventually, then I'm gonna say that you need it. I don't know, actually. Okay, so that's in there, and I don't think that poked through. I'm just gonna sanity check just to make sure that the next one doesn't break. We did not poke through at all. I don't think it can even poke through at all. Okay, cool. So we found that 5 is actually just the right amount for this to drive through. Okay, cool. Let's do the same on the other side. If it can even fit, because this is a really awkward angle for this arm. Okay. Where is the other one? Here it is. Okay. It's going in. Where's my turbo blowy fan? Yeah. Perfect. Let's screw that in. How much time do we have left on this print? We got 20 minutes left. Okay, so that's in. And before we do these bottom ones, I want to get these ones in just so that I can make sure that like everything actually fits. Yeah, let's just start on that side again. Okay. 1-inchers. Those aren't the 1-inchers. The long boys. The ones that penetrate deeply. Oh, let me tilt that up a bit. There we go. You can see that, right? Okay, why is that not going in the way I thought it would? Maybe it shifted in a way that I did not expect. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Okay. So this other one here... Okay, that's in. Forgot, did I even drill those ones in yet? Let me see. Despite having this ring light, I can't really see that. I don't think I drilled that in yet. Let's go do that. Okay. One incher. What's the battery on this? So if you notice that this thing is like it actually has like an impact drill mode, which is really crazy for something that tiny. Okay, where's more 1-inchers? There's 1-inchers. Oh, was I unscrewing that the whole time? Wow. Okay. Did I even drill that hole in yet? Not sure if I did drill that in, so why is it not going in? There we go. Okay, so that's in. And then let's just do another sanity check here. Okay, so when that is locked down, should not be able to pull this off. And that does not want to be pulled off either. And then we also don't want to pull this off. And that is not being pulled off. We want to be able to pull this down and then raise this up and then pull this down. Want to be able to raise this up or squeeze that, pull this up, pull this down. And now we can open and close. And when this is locked down, you should not be able to open and close. And there it is. Okay, it's not done. We still have we still have 8 more screws to put in, but we're functional right now at least. So let's just go do that. 1, 2, 3. Oop. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. Where are all the screws that I have? I forgot how I was gonna like divide this out. Because I don't want to use like random ass lengths. I think I'm also missing 1 screw from this. Where's my screw box? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Let's swap out these ones for these ones. And, you know what? Screw it. Let's just make all of them the long boys. Because we have a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. Let's put these back. Okay. And we have 15 or 13 minutes left on that print that we started a while ago. And I forgot to actually enable the print view. So there we go. You can see it print live right behind the chat. Okay. now let's get these last 8 screws in. Because we already have half of them in, and we proved that it's able to function with those in correctly. So, just need to put the rest of them in so that's nice and secure. Move that. There we go. Okay. Okay, that is in there. Honestly, the impact driver function of this like tiny screwdriver is really cool. Yeah, that's the impact feature I was talking about. Alright, got those ones in. Okay. And then we got the last screw on this side. Cool. Let's just make sure that this works still. That works. And that works. Sweet. Then we just gotta do these last 2 screws here. Retighten that one a little. I guess we're gonna do a little pass on tightening all the screws afterwards, just since these inner ones have been added in. Okay, let's tighten that. Tighten this one. Tighten this one. Tighten this one. Tighten this one. This one. How is this battery still full? This one. That one. And then. Alright. I think I jumped the gun on this one. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this is unlocked. Let's get a nice big view here. This is unlocked, and we can open it up, and we can close it up. We can open it, and we can close it. And then we can latch these on, we can snap them in, and we can't open it. And then we can take these off, and we can open it again. We can put this one on, and you can't open it. We can take this one and put it on, and we can't open it. If we put both of them on, we definitely can't open it. If you take them both off... Cool! This thing is done. We did it, Reddit. We have added some really overkill military-grade latches. Why is this thing not turning off? We have added some super overkill military-grade latches to a cooler. To a really cheap cooler. Just want to demonstrate that action again. Yeah, that's some good shit. Go undo this one so that we can demonstrate again. Okay, better angle. Okay, so this just cannot be opened because this latch is stuck here. And then when you pull this down... Oh, wait. I didn't close it all the way. Okay. Let me start all over. So we can't pull this up because this latch is locked in. This part is caught on this hook. You can take this silver button here. You can squeeze it, and you can see that it undoes this piece into here. So when we pull and it's not squeezed, then it does not come out. If we squeeze it, we pull, it comes out easily. When we pull it out, then this thing comes out like that. And then you can open it up. And then when you want to close it, you just latch it down again. Do that. And then you just push this in, because it's diagonal. It will move. And then it's locked. We did it. We have added some super overkill latches to a really cheap classic cooler. Is this thing big enough? It is big enough to actually do like an overall view. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Completed this little side project. Woohoo! Okay. Let's get this out of the way. I was about to throw it somewhere random and then I realized that my cat's here. Like, I don't want to squish my cat. Okay. What to do next? Because we're still waiting on that print down there to finish. What should we do next? I guess we can get the other print prepped for printing if everything works out the way that we think it will work out. Okay, that's the proper view. So let's go back to Bamboo. So if we're gonna print out a second one of these, assuming the first one is good, then we need to make it backwards. Oh, that was so easy. Slice, and then that's another 45 minutes. Yeah, I guess let's go back to the print progress. We're 90%, we're 5 minutes left. How do I fill in 5 minutes? I have no idea what to do right now, because we're pretty well, not prepared. We're at a blocked point. We're just waiting for this thing to finish. We already finished the first project, which was the cooler. I think I have over-demonstrated that as many times as I can. So, what do I do? I have no idea what to do. Is it possible to show my cat? It is not at this point because he's on the futon, and my camera arm is designed to not reach all the way there, because that's like self-docs territory. I guess I can just clean up my workbench, just since like that's a good default thing to work on between tasks. Okay, so let's clean up the workbench. All right, so I've got my metric drill bits here. We're not gonna be using any drilling for this thing, so I can just straight up put the drill entirely away. Oh, that never gets out. That just hangs out there. Okay, putting that away. Calipers, putting that away, since I don't think that we're gonna need to like do any revisions. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come off the bed working totally fine. Put that ruler away. Take this bit and put it back in there. Oh gosh. I actually slapped it so hard that it came loose. And then you just put that back on the thingy. Whatever. Take this. I don't believe that it's still fully charged. It did a lot of work, so we're gonna start charging that thing back up. Alright. Charging that. Camera. Put that back up there. Put this back up here. We don't need the pin thingy anymore since we're done with that stuff. We're done stealing robot supplies from the robot box, so I'm gonna put that away. We're not gonna be using any plastites or Torx drive stuff right now. Put that pencil away. You know, this actually might be a really good demo because you have a lot of stuff that blows away easily. So, let me put this away, that roll of double set tape. We're not going to be using that. Oh yeah, this is like a really cool blower thingy. It's almost as hard as like a compressed air can, and it's pretty darn good. And crap, I forgot what the channel is called, but they do a lot of like test thingies. So I throw these away. They do like a bunch of like tool test comparisons and stuff. They're like, let's compare all of the electronic air duster alternatives and see which ones don't suck. And it was the Wolfbox MF100. This dude that won everything at least about, like, what, 9 months ago? I wouldn't be surprised if something has surpassed it, maybe by the same company. But yeah, this thing works amazingly. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have any sponsors. I just really like this tool. So if you want like a really strong air duster, you should get it. Totally not doing like a clippable pitch that I can send to possible sponsors. But I just really want to show off tools that work really well, because it sucks having a dud tool. Okay, so how close are we to, oh! We have 0 minutes left, and Bamboo Slicer says finished, even though we got like 1 layer left apparently, so it may be jumping the gun, but we're really close. But let me demonstrate why this vacuum's side vents suck. And the print just actually finished. So you have a bunch of crap here, and let me zoom this out. And so these air vents on the side, they blow out this way. And so let's say I'm trying to like, let me go cut those up so that they actually fit into the vacuum. So let's say that you're trying to clean up your workbench. You got all this shit here. Let's cut these guys up. And then let's scatter it around. So no matter which angle you approach here, if I start vacuuming this way, then it'll blow all the stuff out that way. Start vacuuming this way, it'll blow everything out that way. Start vacuuming this way, it'll blow all that stuff out there. If I go like this, then because this entry, whoa, what the fuck is that? That's a Gundam thing. Okay. Anyway, if you go like this is like such a small, or this is like such a thin cross section that it's not very effective. And let's do a live demo. Yeah, it's just blowing shit around. So the goal is We want this stuff to blow backwards at least, so that we don't keep just spreading stuff around that we're trying to actually clean up. And so we got this print fresh off the bed. Oh wow, it just snapped off like that. I'm gonna assume this print is working right away. So let's go back to Bamboo Slicer. And let's be overconfident. Slice this print. It's already sliced probably, that's why the button's grayed out. Yeah, that is for the other side. I already mirrored that, and let's get that print started, because I'm confident that it will work. So, made this. It's meant to snap over here. Can't do it right now because the support's in the way, but we'll cut that out right now. But the goal of that is to have it so that it goes up and back instead of to the sides, which I don't know why the hell they designed it that way. But yeah, let's go remove some supports and see if it snaps on. If it does, then we're just gonna double stick tape it on and stuff. It may not actually be the cleanest supports to remove. Why am I zoomed out still? Let's go down here. Okay. Let's take the supports out. Okay. It's like the majority of that out. It would be cool to get like a printer that has multiple hot ends, just so that I could do the thing where it's like using PETG as like supports for PLA or vice versa, since the two don't bond together. So even if you like melt and 3D print them on top of each other, they don't stick to each other. I have a Bamboo P1S, but it's only a single extruder, or single extruder, single hot end. So apparently switching stuff in the AMS is not actually the best thing, because you'll have some like leftover other plastic just kind of hang out in the nozzle, and that apparently makes stuff not actually want to stick to each other very well. And you only really want to do that on like something that has multiple separate hot ends. I'm not sure if that's like 100% true, but I've heard it quite a bit, so I might have to do some more research on that. I'm just gonna like cut these up into pieces. This is my last resort. To just kind of demonstrate, I guess, the vacuuming stuff when we actually get this fixed. Because if we put on one side, like if we put on this left side, then we can actually do a sweep from like from right to left, and we'll see that it's not actually blowing stuff away anymore. Or we can actually start in the middle of it, and we'll see that's blowing stuff away on the side that doesn't have it, but not on the side that does have it. So that should be a good litmus test of if this thing is actually working. So yeah, I'm just cutting these up just to be little pieces of test debris. There's still a few small pieces here. Doop, doop, doop. And I'm probably gonna have to sweep the hell out of my office when the stream is done, just because there's so much stuff that is being tossed around from testing this vacuum out. Let's cut this guy in half. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's zoom this out. All right. Well, wait. I need to attach it first. I totally forgot to do that. Let's swirl this stuff around though. Okay. Where did I put the double stick tape? There it is. So I don't think there's actually a good position to clamp this stuff on, because it's an awkward shape and it's really, really thick. So we're just gonna have to, like, manually push it up. Wait, we never even did the test fit. Now we did the test fit, and that is good! Wow, look at that! Wow! Look at that! Wow! It only has a little bit of wiggle room, and that does not affect functionality. Woohoo! That works. Okay, enough of that. Let's take the isopropyl alcohol and let's wipe things down and get ready to double stick tape this. Getting a shop towel. Whoa. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol. Doop, doop. And let's do both sides, because why not? And this is just to make sure that the double stick tape adheres as nice as we want it to. Alright, this one. Put it on the contact surfaces. And then I can use that Wolfbox MF100, which I actually nicknamed as the Wolfbox Motherfucker 100. Merca. That just sounds like a very, like, Merca name. Just want to dry that out, like, super fast. Okay. That should work. And then let's just cut this tape out to match. I'm just gonna do that length, and then we can probably just subdivide it up between there. We might have a bit of excess, but that's okay. I guess we need to get the scissors out again, though. Okay, so the length of that is gonna be that. Yes, let's cut that. Yeah. Then I might just seal it with hot glue in the meantime until I can confirm that I really, really like it. And then if I do, then I'll epoxy it down or something. But for now, I'm not gonna overthink it. And this thing isn't gonna get hot anyway, and I'm not gonna keep it in a hot car, so hot glue is fine. Let's get an X-Acto knife out. Okay. I am missing a blade, and that is concerning. Okay, so that is cut out there. And then let's cut out this here. Was that a proper cut? I hope it was. Maybe not as much as I thought it would be. That felt messy. Well, at least it ripped off properly. And then I guess we're just gonna line this up here. Let's try to avoid stretching stuff out. And I don't like that kind of messed up bit being there, so we're gonna put it on the end. Okay. That should work. Good enough. Wow, okay, that was actually kind of efficient. We didn't have that much waste. Okay, the sun's actually kind of messed up also. So let's just poke that off. And then yeah. And then that's the one that blows out. So it doesn't even need to be like super sealed. Pull that off. Cool. We have this now. Then we'll just take this off here. Get this off here. And I don't even think we need to seal this because it's kind of really well butt up against each other. And we can just kind of press it down super duper good anyway. So let's just make sure that that's where we want it. Ugh. Yeah, that looks like it's flush where you want it. Cool. So yeah, let's just put weight on that. Alexa, set timer for 60 seconds. And then when this is done, we can do a demo and see if it works on one side and if it's crap on the other side that has not had the air vent added. Doop, doop, doop. Waiting is boring. Waiting is boring. I don't like waiting. Alexa, time left on my timer. Okay, we're more than halfway there. I mean, this is also kind of overkill amount of pressure I'm putting on this, but oh well. Alright, we're done. Alright, okay, let's do the demo of blowing stuff away. Alexa, stop. Thank you. Okay, let's put that away. Put these cheap X-Acto knives away, even though we're gonna use it right away later. Sweet. Okay, cool. Let's just get some angles of this. And if this works, I'm gonna like put it on like printables, I think. Okay. So let's get the camera set up at a position to show off if it blows stuff away on the left side and on the right side, or if the left side was actually fixed. Okay. Oop. Okay, so that's a good scatter. So the idea is I'm going to take this vacuum and I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to go this way. And hopefully on the left side, it shouldn't really be blowing stuff away. At least until it gets like super duper far ahead. On the right side, it's probably going to blow everything away. So let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay, so I think that worked. Because when you turn this on, there's like no air coming here. Air's coming out here. So yeah, air is coming out the top and out the back, but not really out here. Okay, cool. I guess that worked. Yeah, let's just... vacuum that. Cool. Well, I guess that worked. Can we do anything else here? I guess we can clean that up a little. Yeah, let's clean it up. Why not? We got 41 minutes left on the print, and I want to finish this whole thing on the stream. So I might do the backup that I had planned, which is play Balatro until that's done. Which I haven't played that in several months. So, like, I'm gonna be kind of crap at it. But that's okay, because I guess that makes streams more fun. first, I just want to get rid of this, like, excess stuff here. And I really don't think we need to, like, epoxy seal this, or hot glue seal this. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I left some, like, score marks in here, but I don't care. This is a tool. It's meant to be abused. Okay. I have wanted to get, like, kind of like a mini fog machine. I mean, really, those are just, like, vape things that just go into the air instead of being breathed in. But, like, there's lots of useful reasons to show airflow. So, yeah. Okay, we got 40 minutes. And I want to finish this thing before the end of the stream. So, I'm gonna go play Balatro. Because we have nothing else to do right now. Because the final print is printing. So let's do that. I'm gonna go switch to this office mode so that, like, I don't accidentally show stuff I don't want to show. Okay. Right click Steam library. Balatro. Okay. Let's add Balatro. Resize to a screen. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay, cool. Let me just disable the bamboo viewer. Can I make it slightly translucent? Okay, whatever. Here we are. Balatro. Okay. How much can I turn up the music without y'all hearing feedback? Because I like the music. Okay, I don't think y'all can hear that. But I can hear it. So that's good. Okay. Oh wait, I need my avatar up. Spout output. Oh, it's because, on the wrong screen here. Am I on the wrong screen? Or is Balatro just completely incompatible with my VTuber software? Let's see what's going on. Okay, Steam VR. Okay, maybe it's just not woken up yet. Let's get a office view. Does that fix things? Okay, for some reason, my avatar is frozen. I don't think I can actually play it right now. Well, that's annoying. Nope. Just maybe let's try again. Play. I just wonder if it's like a thing where it's like Steam VR doesn't like it if like multiple Steam apps are open at the same time that I'm using you know, that might be the case. I think that's actually the case here. Damn. Okay, I guess we're not playing Balatro. What do I do now? Why did I freeze again? Okay, what's going on? Whoa, my cooler just fell again. But that's okay, it's still closed because it has military-grade latches now. Let's see, you've got 36 minutes left on the print. Avatar view. Wow, that's a freaky camera angle. I don't know how that happened. Still thinking of what to do while waiting for this 3D print to finish. Y'all have any ideas? I guess I could just look up how to stop Steam VR from, like, killing whatever it's tracking if it's in, like, a game that isn't even Steam VR. Running Steam. You know, what if I actually close my mocap app, launch Balatro, and then reopen the mocap app? You know, that could be a quick fix. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I am gone. And then let's run Balatro, which I'm just gonna be using in, like, keyboard and mouse mode, so we don't need Steam VR input. And then let's reopen Pearl Graphics. Pearl Graphics, are you opening? Are you opening? Okay. So let's get a, like, avatar view. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are getting. Oh my gosh, it works! Okay, so I just need to, like, launch whatever game, whatever 2D game it is first. And then I need to launch whatever game I want to play. Or no, I need to launch whatever game I want to play, and then I launch my mocap app. And then that's how we can get both to work at the same time without Steam VR getting confused. So yeah. Why is there, like, a 1 second delay between my face cap and what's actually going on? See what happens if I close the connection and reopen it. Okay, my mouth should be, or I guess my whole face should be static right now because the mocap app is closed. What's the app called? Facecap. Go live. Wow, 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 wow. You know, it doesn't matter that much. Let's just play Balatro until the sprint's done in 30 minutes. Okay, I want to do a new run. I haven't played in a while, so I'll just use the white stake because it's easy. And I like this. Well, which one do I want? This one's really fun to play with, like, flush build. I forgot why this one's really good. Now let's go Anaglyph deck, because that one's really fun when, like, you can stack, like, yeah, exactly like that. Okay, so I guess I'll just go for a flush thing. Okay. Cash out. And, whoa, that one's crazy. Yeah, I want jokers, though. Okay. That's good for 2 pair. Let's go with 2 pairs. 2 2-pair build now. Okay, next round, skip that. -1 hand size. Okay, that's perfect because all we want is 2-pair now. We don't have any pairs though right now. Oh no, it's hand size. Okay, we have 2-pair here though. What? Am I gonna lose right away? Shit, I'm out of discards. This is not good. New run. Okay, let's go with this. If we got like a king, we can do a flush. Perfect. Or no, a straight. I have not played this in a while. Alright, we've got 10 bucks. Yeah, we can get that. Buy news. Pretty good. Buffoon pack. Okay, this looks pretty good for just doing singles and a pair. Okay. Let's see if we can get like let's play that. Yay, that worked. How much time do we have left on the sprint? I don't know why that actually minimized it. Okay, cool. Wait, where's the bamboo picture? Let's search that out here. Okay, we got 28 minutes. Those two are incompatible. That's also incompatible. Let's open up the food pack. Well then, that's pretty poggers. So I guess we want to go for like a queen build, then. Yeah, let's do that. What? Oh no, I should have checked what it was. Shit. Let's see if we can still do it though. That's not good. I think we need to have... Wait, what does it mean hand will not score? Let's get some queens in here. And route discards. Okay, let's see what happens here. What? Ah, shit. Oh, we passed. Okay. That's nice. Cash out. Egg. Yeah, sure. Can we clone a queen? That'd be nice. We can't. Oh, that'll be pretty good. Trading card. The first discard of the round has only one card. Destroy and earn $3. That sounds okay. No use in throwing that one out. And, this will synergize all with that, I think. Especially if we do, like, what's it called? We just play singles the whole time. Yeah, let's do that. Free Mega Buffoon Pack, I like that. Oh, but that's negative. Okay, that's Poggers. Let's go with that. And we have a queen here, which is awesome. Yeah, what happens if we... Oh, shit. I meant to discard that. Okay, we got $3. So I guess... Whoa, that's kind of crazy. What happens if I do that? Okay, that passes. By a lot. You have 25 minutes left on the front. Wait a second. Did I forget to do the... I don't know if I forgot to do the negative thing. Shit. If I just, like, skipped over that. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay, that's not gonna work with this guy. It's 3 multiplier for those. Oh, that's gonna go really well, actually, with that negative thing if I didn't skip it by accident. Skip. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, we want to just discard 1. Oh no, that thing doesn't work, because we sold it. Do you have any queens? Okay, cool, we have a queen there. I just want to just train up my singles, or my pairs, probably just singles. Okay, what'd that do? Alright, cool. So we'll definitely pass this round at least. Okay, now we can get double negatives. That's awesome. Temperance. Yeah, why not? That's free money. Tarot cards, choices, frequent, okay. It might be worth, oh my gosh, that is a really awesome card. Let's go with that. Okay. How much room do we have anyway? Oh no, we don't have any room. I guess with that, we can just keep adding cards then, because... Oh my gosh, you got a Polychrome Queen? That is awesome. You don't have a queen. Oh wait. You do have that guy. Let's go with that. And that already makes Hologram grow. That's awesome. Okay, we have 22 minutes left on the print. And I can discard a lot of cards now because I don't have that one that gives me, like, money when I discard only 1 card. Okay, we've got a queen in there. That's perfect. Play that. That's alright, but it's not amazing. So, yeah, we can pass at least, like, 2 rounds. That one, we don't want that one. Let's get standard pack. Let's get this duty super high up. Okay, this is gonna be pretty awesome for photograph, I think, so let's keep that. Whoa, it can be polychrome and gold steel and steel. That's cool. Tarot cards, yeah, let's use that one a lot. Gold card, steel card. Is this already? That is not okay. Polychrome and steel. Okay, that's awesome. And if we can duplicate that one, that'd be amazing. Okay. Still not comfortable with, like, not passing in just a single round, though. Celestial pack, those are great. Let's do single card if we can. We can't, but let's choose one that's compatible with half Joker at least. I guess we're gonna play a lot of triples or something. It's kinda lame. Okay, all diamonds are debuffed. That's okay. Discard those. Okay, cool. We have a queen in there. Discard. Okay, high card. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Oh. I guess that's not gonna get played. Oh, but we got like 2 queens now, so that should make a super duper cool multiplier. Yeah. Okay, cash out. Standard pack. Trade on this one. Amazing. We love having queens. Let's do that one. Are any of these weak? Half Joker's good. Oh. There's no point in getting rid of the negative ones, because they don't take up a slot. So, and this goes really well with the negative Jokers. Shoot the moon. Let's see, you've played pair 3 times. Only 3 times? Oh no, high card is the one that I'm thinking of. Okay. Wow. Fuck yeah, let's do that. 3 negatives? That's gonna be awesome. Okay. Discard those. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be really cool. 3 of them? Okay. Let's see what happens here. What? How did that not do all of those? Oh my gosh, that's like 4 queens. Oh, we have a king here though. I thought that would have been like a fire sport, but I guess not. Well, either way. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not gonna be too useful because we don't have room. Okay, what are you? Okay, whatever. And this one's not gonna be great because... But we can keep it because Abstract Joker is gonna like that. Let's get a jumbo pack also. Oh, that one's cool. Oh, we can only pick one. It's not a mega pack or a mega jumbo or whatever it is. I mean, multiplier is great. Celestial. We got 17 minutes left, and we want to finally level up high card. Next round. Extra large. Okay, the wall. I think we can do this, though. Just have to be smart about it. Oh, yeah. 0 discards. Okay, I think this will get us through. Yeah, we'll pass this one. Woohoo! We did it, Reddit. Cash out. 16 minutes left on the print. Standard pack, let's do that. Ace cards are always good for this build. 2 random tarot, diamonds, and bonus cards. We might need the bonus cards. Just because I think we're kind of low on chips. Yeah. Let's make that. Oh shit, but we're down a hand. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best card to pick, but whatever. Okay. Be screwed if we don't have any queens in here. Okay, we got 1 queen at least. Got 2 queens. Okay, great. Let's play Jack. Alright, that was good. Celestial Pack, let's do that. Come on, give me Pluto. Fuck, we don't have Pluto. What's higher level? Pair and high card are both that. 75 versus 30. I might want to play pairs though. Unless, is that? Oh, okay, wait. I think we actually want to play high card. Give me queens. Okay, face cards are okay. Are any of these useless for me right now? That's good for now. No, I don't want to get rid of that. Wow. Okay. Next round. 3 queens for real? That's awesome. Fire. 14 minutes left in the sprint. I learned my lesson last time though about speeding up prints, so I'm not gonna do that. Give me Pluto, give me Pluto. Yeah, Pluto. Alright. Pluto. Yeah, Pluto. Those aren't great. Raise all blinds, refresh blinds. Oh, is this just the standard for all of them? Yeah, I think so. Well, this will benefit my Mystic Summit card at least. High card, level 4. Woohoo! We blew that one away. Okay. I don't want any of those cards. Fool. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's not gonna help here. Yeah, let's do that one. Dudo. And then here. Okay, if I can. Ooh, that's tasty. I can turn both of these into queens, which would go really well with Shoot the Moon. Yeah, let's do that. No, fuck! I meant to turn the other Jack. Okay, whatever. Let's use that. I'm gonna use that one though. Negatives are gonna be really, really, really good for this. I don't want to play pair though. Actually, let's just discard those and see what. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be wild. Wow, we have 4 queens. Okay. That's gonna make that one like super duper duper happy. Oh, we blew that away by 4. Cash out. Give me Pluto. Pluto. I'll take Mercury. Don't want you. Chariot's pretty good. That's pretty steel though. Yeah, sure. Let's make that one Chariot. Okay, cool. Next round. Oh my god, we're gonna have like 3 negatives. That's awesome. Lose $1 per card played. Ooh, that's gonna be harsh. Give me queens. That one for now. Just gonna blow it away in just one. Yeah, cool. We only lost $1 there. Okay, cash out. Give me all of them negatives. Free negatives. That is gonna be awesome for with high card. This actually might be one of my best runs ever. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a good feeling about this. And we want to play diamonds also. Okay, let's re-roll. Whoa! Okay, wait. Aces are also good. Celestial, let's give me a Pluto. We don't have Pluto. We barely played any pairs. Okay, next round. Discard those. Discard those. Discard those. Still high card, and yeah, aces are nice. Wow. 9 minutes left on the 3D print. Not good, not good. Celestial, give me a Pluto. Give me a Pluto. Fuck, it's Mercury. Standard card. We definitely want to train whatever that one was. Yeah, sure, that's probably the best out of these. Next round. Spades are too buff, that's okay. There are no face cards, it's kind of crazy. There we go, some face cards. Yeah, sure, why not? What's that gonna look like? Oh, it still passes, okay. Shout. Standard pack. I want to trade that one card. And then Mega Arcana pack. Justice. Hanged Man. Judgment. Don't have room for that one. These aren't amazing. Let's destroy those two. They're low value, and then have anything that benefits from hearts? I don't, so yeah, just do that. Alright, next round. All spades are debuffed. That's okay. Although, does that mean that those won't actually play? Let's see what happens here. Oh, still passed somehow. Okay, whatever. 7 minutes left. Probably should have opened that jumbo pack, but whatever. Yeah. Is it worth selling off any of these ones? No, it's not. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. Play this king. Wow, you passed that. Okay, cool. Cash out. Can't afford both of those. I'm gonna bet on that one. Destroy wild. Wow, that's really good. Let's do that. All right. What happens here? Okay. Pass that in a single shot. We have 5 minutes left on this print, and the print is looking good. And we have a shit ton. We can buy whatever we want. God damn it, give me a fucking Pluto! It really, really wants me to do, Okay, so that's only gonna be +8. But we're gonna get +20 multiplier if we do that. But that's almost double the value of that. Wait, no, but the multiplier is, like, worth a lot, though. Okay. We're definitely gonna pass this one. How happens if I play that? Well, we passed anyway. Barely passed that one. Cash out. It really, really wants me. Oh. Huh. It might be worth doing a pair build now. Okay, hold on. Let's use this. Pairs are now worth 9 and high card is 5. But we got a fuck ton of chips with that. I have so many jokers, it's crazy. Supernova. I mean, this is really the one that's, like, keeping us restricted to, high card. Okay, I'm gonna sell Supernova, I think. And get this one. And then we're gonna train up our multiplier even more. Yeah, let's do that. So I guess now we're not really biased towards playing high card. Play that, see what happens. Okay. 3 minutes left. Gross Michael. Whatever. Let's do that one. That's a lot of queens. Okay. Wow. Okay, maybe this is not gonna be like my craziest run ever, but we're doing pretty well, and I'm not embarrassing myself on stream, I don't think. And we're 2 minutes left on the print, and then... yeah, I guess just after I beat the boss. Spades, 2 gold, mult, lucky. Yeah, sure, why not? Wait, no. Yeah, sure. Wait, no. Yeah, sure, wait. if held at the end of the round. Okay, yeah, that'll work for me. Come on, give me Pluto or Mark Pluto, yay! Alright, this looks like it's the final one. And we have 1 minute left on this sprint, so we can get back to the build after this boss. Oh, it flips and shuffles, that's mean. Well, we still won. So it clearly didn't have that much of an impact. Alright, cool. And this sprint should be done very, very soon. So let's get back to the build. Okay. Enough of that card game nonsense. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's not what we plan to do. Last 2 layers. I like the part when it says finished, when it's not actually finished yet. And it's making that sound. Are you done? It's parked. Waiting for it to start to wind it down. It's scrolling back the EMS. Okay, is the workbench view flipping? It is. Okay, cool. We're back to actually building stuff now. Alright. Pop you off. Alright. Cool, we just need to remove the support from this. And add the tape, and then we're good. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm counting. It does not matter how many things I am counting right now. Okay. Just taking off the supports. Taking off the supports. Taking off supports. That's a lot of supports that we just dumped out, but it's not all of them. Okay. Whee! Oop. You know, I just assumed that this vacuum was symmetrical, but I never actually confirmed it, so if it's not actually symmetrical, which, looking at it, it does look like it is, but if it's not, then I kind of screwed myself over on that. Okay, that should be enough support material removed, and see, that's a good fit. Okay, so all we need to do is just add tape to this, and then stick it on, and we should be good. Isopropyl alcohol again. Okay. I don't think the workbench's finish likes direct IPA on it. I don't think many things do. Alright, let's dry this off quickly. And then take this tape. Where's my scissors? Why do I have 2 pairs of scissors in this cup holder thing? Okay. Oop. I believe that was the thing that we're going for. it's a little stretched out. Okay. Alright, let's slice that. And I think we can actually furnish the rest of this just based off of this. Cool. Just align this to here. And do the same thing down here. And then I may have messed that bit up, but I don't think it matters because we have plenty of slack here. Okay. Yeah. Slice that. Then slice this. We got it just at the twist, so if it's kind of lumpy, we know why. But it probably won't be, because I said so. Okay. So, just gotta peel this off here. Peel that off. Ah. Peel that off. And peel this off. Then I'm gonna line this up. And I think that works. Yeah. Okay, so let's push this down. Alexa, set timer for 60 seconds. Okay. Alexa, time left for my timer. Alexa, time left on my timer. Oh, we're only halfway there. Boop, boop, doop, doop, doop. Alexa, time left for my timer. Never mind. Alexa, stop. Alright, cool. So now, when we turn this on, exhaust goes this way, exhaust out the top, and not anywhere on the sides or bottom. Sweet. We did it, Reddit. We added these vents on the sides, and I will probably upload this to printables soon. Wait, why is this like jammed up? Hold up. Okay. Alright. Well, sweet. Okay. Let's go back to office view. Whee! Okie dokes. So yeah, that was the stream. We got the cooler finished, and we did that whole entire vacuum mod. So yeah, I'm just gonna repeat the announcements. So no stream on Thursday. That's gonna be time spent to prepare for Sunday stream. And Sunday stream is going to start off with some important announcements about the stream format changes and changing up a few assets. And it's also going to be the debut on Twitch. So if you prefer Twitch, you can watch the stream there and follow and stuff. And then after the announcements, we're going to do the first brainstorm sessions, which is where I have several project ideas, and we're gonna sit down and figure out what those projects should look like and what the R&D homework is for that. And yeah, so that stream will probably be like 3 or 4-ish hours, maybe. But yeah, we did it. Let me just go back to the projects because I'm happy with them. Avatar view. Let's go to workbench mode. Workbench mode. Okay, cool. So yeah, we got the vents on the vacuum installed, and it is no longer blowing out the sides, or it's blowing only out the back and not the top, so that's great. And then we have the cooler. And we have these military grade latches attached to it. It is locked. And then you can take these off only when you squeeze down the silver parts, and you can open it. So yeah, we did it. Okay, awesome. All right, did I just confuse OBS? I think I did. Hold up. Okie dokes. Well, that's today's stream. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on Sunday. Logging off. Bye bye.